Hi. So today's video is going to be me showing you how to do butterfly locks on your head. However, I'm going to start by showing you guys where I buy the locks, or the fiber rather, that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using spring twists, and yeah, so basically I'm going to vlog with you guys, show you where I buy the fiber, show you the technique, and show you the finished product. So come through with me. How are you? Oh, there they are. Can I please have 7 packs of spring twist color one? That's the only place that I know that sells spring twist hair. I am still on the lookout for something else, or for another place that sells them, but so far that's all I know. So what I'm gonna do is I know it's quite ratata in here. Actually, I'm gonna put that right back on. Jeez, wow. I'm going to moisturize my hair and then blow it out and start with the locks. So this is where the tutorial starts for those people who want to see the tutorial and not the going off the shops, and I'm probably just blabbing right now. Let's get straight into it. Alright, and basically you're going to do that for the rest of your head, like your entire head. You're going to part and braid, and then we move on to the next step. So as you would have seen earlier on, I bought 5 packs of these queen these spring twists. I bought 5 packs of these, and I had one at home, so that makes it 6, and I've got one open actually right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how I start the braid, and then I'm going to continue on and maybe show you guys snippets in between. Because I want them to be nice and chunky, I'm going to take 4 strands of these spring twists. Now these spring twists are very short, I think. So remember, when you're braiding them, they're going to be in half like that, so they're going to be very short, and that's why I'm not too sure how long butterfly locks will look, or how many packs of hair you'll need for long butterfly locks. So I'm kind of unraveling them and just getting them a little bit loose so that they can have volume, which is what we want for these locks. I'm going to do that with all of them. Alright, now I'm done unraveling all of them. I'm going to take 2 of them. Remember, chunky and short is what we want. So I'm going to take 2, and then I'm going to use my crochet needle and go through the base of my braid, and it's open here, and then I'm going to take 2 of the now unraveled spring twists and hook them onto the crochet needle so they can go through the base of my braid. Once they have gone through, I'm going to just pull one side through like that. So now we've got 2 equal parts crocheted through the base of my braid. All right, so this is what we have. And then I'm going to take, I actually think I'm going to take one as opposed to two spring twists to see if I can save fiber, because this stuff is not cheap. I don't know if I've mentioned it or if I will mention it or write it down somewhere in the video, but each pack of the spring twist is 75 Rand. The last time I went there it was about 70 Rand, but I guess things change, prices change and all of that. So yeah, so I'm gonna take that, take my spring twist hair, bend it slightly so I can be able to wrap around. So this is gonna merge in with this, and then I'm gonna wrap like that. Let me show you. And then I wrap, and just make sure I like it when I wrap a little bit tightly at the base or at the root, just so that it gives it that nice clean and fresh look, and it looks newer for longer. And I wrap it about 2 times or 3 times at the root, and then I keep going. So now here we are, and when you're wrapping around the braid, you actually want it to be, and you see there it's already becoming a butterfly lock. When you're wrapping around the braid, you actually want it to be a little bit loose. I am looking at this braid right now and it's feeling a little bit too thin for me, so I think I'm going to add another piece of fiber at the root. So maybe I'm going to have 3 pieces of fiber at the root, because I want them to be super chunky, and for that we need to be able to have something chunky to wrap. And then you just remember you're concealing your braid with the passion twist hair. Then I'm going to take that 4th piece of hair that I hadn't used earlier, and I'm actually going to wrap this around this now chunky piece of fiber, and let's see how that goes. That's more like it. I like that more. Okay. And then when we get to the bottom, because I want to maintain it at a certain length, I'm trying to keep them super bob-like, so I'm keeping it up here. All of this needs to go. So I'm gonna basically take this part, put it up, and then wrap going up. And so I'm gonna take this little piece that's here at the bottom that's left on the braid, and I'm gonna wrap it back up. And then I'm just gonna rub it so that it does not unravel, but I can assure you it will not unravel. And that is your first butterfly lock. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So the whole point of a butterfly lock is for it to look distressed and super curly, and I think I got it. So what I'm going to be doing for the back, which I've just tried out now since it's my first time trying this hairstyle, I guess I didn't want to flop on camera or something. So what I'm doing for the back, in order to maintain the length, remember I want the bob to kind of be a little bit symmetrical throughout, so the length of the back is not going to be the same as the length of the front in terms of the braid. I hope I'm making sense. So what I did was I took one spring twist like this and I cut it into half, and now I've got 2 spring twists basically like that. 2 spring twists from one long one, and I've cut it into half, and I've taken 2 spring twists and cut them both into half, so now I've got 4 pieces, and I'm actually liking this method. So what I did here is I used 2 spring twists as the base and 2 spring twists to wrap. So I'm just going to show you guys what exactly I mean instead of just talking. Okay, so I'm done unraveling. I'm going to take 2 of those pieces, put them together the same way I did with the first one, put them together, and actually I'm going to bring you guys closer so you can see. Now I'm going to take the braid right next to the one here, and I'm going to loop, I'm going to put my crochet, and I'm going to put my crochet needle through the loop, or through my braid rather, and then I'm going to put my spring twist, same thing that I did in the front, is what I'm doing in the back. And then make sure that they're on equal sides, or make sure that they're equal in terms of length. And then I'm going to take 2 of the other halves and use that to wrap around. So then I continue braiding, but I always just stop halfway to check how far I am along the braid to make sure that I'm not exceeding the length, or else obviously it's going to ruin the symmetry. So I continue wrapping, and I also need to make sure that it's the same thing like at the back, which is a difficult thing because when you bring it this way you're extending the length. So I'm actually going to end it somewhere here, which is not completely at the bottom as this one, but because I'm pulling it this way it adds more length to it. So I'm just going to almost make a loop, and that's how you roll it back up. Here's my finger, I hold it and I push it back up, and then I continue to roll, or I continue to wrap back up, and that's how you wrap it back up basically. And that's why you'll see also when you look at people's butterfly locks, there's a little bit of a loop at the bottom. It's caused by that. So I'm just wrapping this up. You can obviously just add that extra wrap, but it's a pretty secure hairstyle, like it's not gonna come undone. If it does, sorry. I'm joking, it's not gonna come undone. Yeah, and that's pretty much how I do it at the back. And of course, as I go on, or as I go higher, I'm gonna have to stop cutting it into half and maybe cut it into a bit of a quarter. So it's gonna get a bit tricky with the hairpiece, but as I go, I will show you guys. So let me just continue. I'm now done with my hair. As you can see, I finished it all. But yeah, I managed to finish my hair. This hairstyle takes about 3 to 4 hours. This is especially because these are jumbo locks, so they're very thick and they're short as well. So they're jumbo bob locks, so it's going to take you less time, especially if you are actually just focusing on that. I was watching some telenovelas, so that's also why it took a little bit of time. I'm going to take some of my Revlon Flex mousse and just put it on my hair to sort of conceal the hairstyle, finish the look, blah blah blah. Just take that and put it all over your hair. It also helps your hair to look kind of brand new. That is my method of how I did my butterfly locks. I used 4 of the packs of the spring twists, and it is not heavy at all. It's actually very lightweight. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please let me know in the comment section down below if you'd like to see a video of how to take these locks down, or just any faux locks down, because I know they can be a hassle sometimes. So let me know in the comment section down below and we'll get straight to it. Thank you so much. Bye.